Analysis of the vocal techniques of Del Monaco and Gastone Limarilli, Part 1. To analyze these two great singers, since one is the teacher and the other is the student, we can compare their performance of the same song. By cutting and merging their recordings, you will be able to hear their differences, and from hearing the differences, you can determine what is good and what is not. As for Del Monaco and Gastone Limarilli, my research topic is to find out what vocal techniques Del Monaco passed on to Gastone Limarilli, which allowed his singing style to transcend that of the typical Malachi vocal school students. Of course, other students also have their own unique characteristics, but my point is, why does Gastone Limarilli's singing sound so similar to Del Monaco's? That is the answer I'm trying to find. As for other students of the Malachi vocal school, if any friends want me to analyze them, that will be something for later. I will analyze them as well. My clock breath distribution technique allows me to thoroughly analyze any tenor's voice. My friend told me that he has been searching all his life for the secret technique that Mario Del Monaco taught Gastone Limarilli. He has looked through many sources but couldn't find anything, and he wants to hear my comments on this. Actually, I have always been interested in this topic because, among the students trained by Malachi, Del Monaco is considered the most outstanding and accomplished. The others are generally mediocre. My friend told me that Del Monaco guided Gastone Limarilli, who still stands out from the other Malachi students, especially being the closest to Del Monaco. I completely agree. I also want to know, but Gastone Limarilli was very conservative. His talk sounded very much like Franco Corelli. He said that no one else really understands Malachi's singing technique, that his teacher, Del Monaco, was the best, and the rest of the secrets were known only by him, in a very mysterious way. Moreover, he kept this crucial vocal technique a secret. Later, he went to meet Caruso with this technique. Isn't it interesting? Life is short, so why not tell the younger generations and let them truly inherit this great vocal technique? Friends, check online now. Who can truly explain this technique? Many people talk about it, mentioning things like practicing certain vowels, singing with an open voice, and covering the sound. It's all nonsense. Del Monaco never once mentioned that a particular sound needs to be covered. These are all misinterpretations by later generations. So, can I sing the way they did? Only I know the secret. Well, let me tell you. My friend, you need to listen carefully. When you listen to a teacher and a student separately, you may find that they sound very similar and both are excellent. Yes, I also think so. Since I can sing both ways, I have to come to a conclusion. How did Delmonico sing, and how did Gastone Limarilli sing? Because in a particular aria, everyone sings it with different lengths. I spent time cutting the pieces and listening to them together, and it's not difficult to hear the difference between the two singers. I won't give you the conclusion just yet, as there's a lot to talk about regarding singing technique. I believe Delmonico was open and generous and wouldn't withhold his technique from Gastone Limarilli. However, the two of them clearly sing differently. Why is that? 1. Who is better? What makes them better? 2. Who is worse? What makes them worse? 3. Or do both have their own unique qualities with different styles and both can be considered good? My answer is not 3, because that's the answer of someone who doesn't understand vocal technique. If the two were to compete, there should be a conclusion. However, making a conclusion is simple, but the real challenge is explaining why one singer is better and why the other is not. Even if Delmonico wins, there may be certain areas where Gastone Limarilli is slightly better than Delmonico. But overall, Delmonico is better. I'm just hypothesizing with no intention to promote one singer. You need to come up with the answer. My friend Enriquea, 6758, do you agree with this?
Volli in favore pregare, arrecai d'una chiesa la foglia, non prete nelle nicchie dei santi, e per la Vergine assumo la ragione. Nel cor d'orecchio un
This is the prelude to the analysis of the vocal technique of Delmonico and Gastone Limarilli. I will first compare the two, and then, based on my vocal theory, analyze the techniques that Delmonico taught to his student Gastone Limarilli, and which ones the student mastered. Of course, I would like to lay flowers on Gastone Limarilli's grave in Italy, but I haven't been able to find out because he's already gone to the place of Caruso. Gastone Limarilli has spoken about the secret techniques Delmonico taught him, but I can only analyze it based on my theory. I will examine the aspects of Gastone Limarilli's singing technique where he achieved his teacher Delmonico's methods and where he may not have. There are two possibilities for what wasn't mastered. 1, Delmonico did not pass on certain techniques to Gastone Limarilli, or very important techniques were overlooked by Delmonico and not taught to him. The second possibility is that Delmonico did teach Limarilli the technique, but Limarilli did not master it. This is also very important. There's a possibility that Delmonico didn't realize his student had not fully mastered his techniques, which has happened many times in history. An excellent tenor is not necessarily an excellent vocal teacher, right? These are the questions we need to compare between the two to find their differences, strengths, and weaknesses, and to identify the answer. This way I can pass the knowledge to my students. Don't you agree?